EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside. The 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Tua. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 91 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw here is incomplete. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer. But that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. "13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Tua going to try and throw for it. That's caught. Powerful running. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Throwing, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tua going to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 50 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 64 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Let's go now.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a yard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the lead swells, 35-6. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, 55.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 38 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Dolphins 42. Complex call. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Prescott on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To the left side and taken in by Chosen.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, he shifts past him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the red zone now, Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Prescott. It fights him off. Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Prescott. And he fends him off. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Prescott. Yeah, he's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Prescott to throw on 4th. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are able to claw one back. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Aubrey good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check it back to turbo one, high.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Touchdown!
Raheem Mostert.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua being chased out left.
just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
That is caught by Lamb.
A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Prescott from the gun.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Looking to pass. Tua. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Solo left Zion. Black Ultra. You get
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter, with how wide this advantage is, for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
2nd and 5.
Here's Pollard again. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. That's caught, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and
that's caught at the 25. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First down, Miami.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
We can see offensive pass interference called on this play from time to time. The tight end's going to sell that he's going outside. Let the slot receiver come past, and then work himself back to the inside. Sure enough, he's left with some open space, and he picks up the first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Purdy now to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. McCaffrey. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy will throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
22 yards there, a 1st down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys 30.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys 28. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They go play action here. Purdy. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. giving up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run left with Pollard, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Play action now. Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Check 26, check 26. We're going to 52. There we go, kill.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Pollard. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, 46. 57. Mike, 57. We got 26.
Here's Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Watch his flag. We're going to 52. Check 43. Here we go, 47. 57.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flush to his right.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check safety. Kill. Here we go, 47. 57. Mike, 57. Watch QB drop.
Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 44 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, They absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
To throw is Prescott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
Oh, that's what an effort. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Prescott.
Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now Prescott. Left side to Lamb.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Dak. He finds his man, Pollard.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
To throw, Prescott.
Flushed out right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
On first down, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high-percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott
going right back to Ferguson.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Prescott from the gun. Touchdown!
Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter.
And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
As Shaheed going to go in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So Carr departs, and on is Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On play action, Prescott out to his left. He's got it complete. That's Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 7. Throwing.
Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Prescott on first down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Aubrey now for the point after. And before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out. And they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to... Oh, right on the heels of the pick six. Another ball intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys
And themselves.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Dak going to start out going to the air. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 44 yards. And the Cowboys go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Pollard again. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the set. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on their in-state rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. They'll go play action here with Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's complete to Dell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is 2nd and 8. Stroud looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man. Singletary loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Cooks. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Prescott steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Kevontae Turpin.
64 yards.
And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return this ball across.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Right to the air is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught by Tony. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Second down and 8.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 15. 14's the Mike. Hey, 57. Mike 14. Mike 14. Not here. Mike 14.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions, here he gets the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Let him know. 14's the Mike. 14. Mike 14. Mike 14. Ricky. Mike 14. I'm coming.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throw complete right side to Cooks. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Prescott. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. That's dumped off to Pollard. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Pollard. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second down and a yard.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
Toss right side to Pacheco. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And now it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 56 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 9-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Mike 14. Mike 14.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
There's Cooks in motion right.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. play action now. Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down. They needed 4. They got 8. And it results in a conversion on 4th down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pollard going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Prescott to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run forward with Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st down. On the ground, it's Gray. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Second and 6 coming up. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll run it now with Gray. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This a long one from 54. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And he'll elect not to run with it, and a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. That's caught out wide by Cooks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing all off-season.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kevontae Turpin, 59 yards. And the Cowboys need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
My 14. My 14. You can't hang.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That escapes the sack. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On play action, Fields
Steps away.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Prescott from the gun.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb, 29 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Herbert once more.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run left with Pollard. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
A 1st down throw for Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He gets it to Cooks. 7 yards there and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Prescott.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they send a man in motion right. They throw it out right, complete. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson
From a yard out.
and the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Now Jackson on first down. Throw caught by Flowers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On second down, Jackson. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They go play action now. Jackson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Lamar changing the play. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Prescott yet again. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Raiders nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Jackson on first down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense